Hello all, welcome to my channel SPS Physics Classes. Today we will see some important questions in vectors for level 1. The first question is, a force is inclined at an angle of 60 degrees from the horizontal. If the horizontal component of force is 40 newtons, then the vertical component of system is what? So let us try to resolve this particular thing with simple geometry. We have the coordinates like this, and in the system of coordinates we have, this is the vector, imaginary vector, force vector, like this. Now this is x-axis, this is y-axis. According to problem, this particular force vector makes an angle of 60 degrees with the origin given. Now this particular axis value is called as fx component, and this particular component is called as fy component. In the given problem, horizontal component of system is Fx is equals to 40 newtons given, and they are asking us to find out the value of Fy. How to find this? Simply the direction 60 degrees given, therefore we can use the tan angle. Tan 60 degrees is equal to y component of force by x component of force. Therefore Fy is equal to Fx into tan 60 we had write down, and the final answer for this solution is Fy is equal to Fx value is 40 and tan 60 is nothing but root 3, therefore 40 root 3 newtons the right answer for this particular case. Next question. Let the two vectors are a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar. The angle between their resultant vector with a bar is what? That's a question. Now let us see the solution for this particular question. In the given problem, we have resultant vector r is equal to r bar is equal to, first vector is nothing but a bar plus b bar together with a bar minus b bar, which is equal to, we have 2a bar. Now in the coordinate system, imagine that this is the a bar vector which is along x-axis. I mean, imagine, no problem at all. You can imagine any direction. Okay. Now we need 2a bar. 2a bar means magnitude is simply double. Therefore, I am just preparing with a blue color line. This is another vector having double the magnitude. 2a bar. Therefore, what is the angle between a bar and 2a bar? Because they are parallel vectors, therefore, no doubt theta is equal to 0 degrees. Therefore, our final answer is theta is equal to 0 degrees. Simple question. Next, sum of magnitudes of two forces at a point is 16 Newton. If the resultant is normal to the smaller force and has magnitude of 8 Newton, then the forces are what they are asking. Let us explore this particular case. Imagine that these are the vectors. What will is the first vector and this is the second vector. Now in the given case, since the resultant is away from the smaller vector, therefore this particular magnitude should be less. That a better, so therefore we have to represent like this, a better way. Now the resultant of these two vectors, that is given by, is called resultant vector. Now this resultant vector makes an angle of 90 degrees, direction given with respect to a small vector. This is P and this is Q, this is R. Now the value of P plus Q, magnitude of two forces acting at a point, is 60 Newton. Therefore P plus Q is 60 Newton, already given here. Now, at this case, R is equal to 8 newtons already given. So what's the formula for R here? So R actually formula according to parallelogram vectors, it is given by root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta is the formula. We need to find out the angle between two vectors. So from here to here, entire angle is called as theta. That theta has to be substituted here. To find this theta, some hint is given here, that is 90 degrees. So let us use another formula, that is tan alpha is equal to, we know the formula, q sine theta by p plus q cos theta. But alpha is how many degrees given in the problem? Alpha value is 90 degrees given. Therefore, this value is equal to 1 by 0 since alpha is equal to 90 degrees. That means the denominator should be equal to 0. Then only possible. That means we can write down as p plus q cos theta is equal to 0 or cos theta is equal to minus p by q. This is the thing what we are write down here. So here we have r is equal to r square is equal to p square plus q square plus 2pq of minus p by q had to write down. Therefore, in this particular case, q gets cancelled and remaining thing will be p square plus q square minus 2p square, which is equal to q square minus p square is equal to, we have here it is r square formula. Now at the given case, let us try to substitute the individual cases. Here we have the relation of r is equal to how much we have, resultant is equal to 8. Therefore we can write down as 64 is equal to, you can write down as a plus b into a minus b, q plus p into q minus b. So therefore q plus p, how much given here, 16 into, we can write down as q minus p. That means 16 and here cancelled by how many times here, 4 times. Therefore q minus p is equal to 4 we got here. Here 16 newtons, here 4 newtons. Upon solving them, we have q is equal to 10 newtons and p is equal to, we have 6 newtons. So this is the final answer for this particular question. Now let us go to the next case. In the given problem, the resultant of vectors p bar and q bar is r bar. On reversing the direction of q bar, second vector, the resultant becomes s bar. Therefore, r bar is equal to, we can run as p bar plus q bar. And s bar is equal to p bar minus q bar. That means the value of r square is equal to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta we can write down. And s square is equal to p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta we can write down here. Now let us try to add these two vectors. Then what we have, r square plus s square is equal to 2 into p square plus q square. So we can understood from this particular question, it's a simple one. Next is the greatest and least resultant of two forces acting at a point 29 kg weight and 5 kg weight. So upon reading these kind of questions, first you have to identify that 1 kg weight is equal to 1 g newton. This is the link what we have to follow here. If each force is increases by 3 kg weight, find the magnitude of the resultant of new forces acting right angle to each other. Okay, chalo, let's try to solve. First of all, the greatest means F1 plus F2 is equal to 29 given. Least F1 minus F2 is equal to 5g newtons. Now let us try to consider sum and as well as subtraction. This will give us, by adding we have 34 by 2, that means 17. That means f1 is equal to 17. Upon subtraction, we have 29 minus pi, that is equal to 24 by 2. That means f2 is equal to, we have 12. Now here what we have to do is, each force is increased by 3 kg weight given. That means upon increasing, we have F1 dash is equals to, we got upon increasing, we have, so 17 plus 3, 20, and upon increasing this one, F2 dash, that is called what here, 15 we have. Now, these two forces are, what is the condition given? Right angle to each other given. That means F1 dash is perpendicular to that of F2 dash. Therefore, the resultant is equal to root of F1 dash whole square plus F2 dash whole square, which is equals to, at this particular case, root of 200 square plus 15 square, which is equal to 400 plus 225, which is equals to 25 newtons. This is going to the right answer for our question. The next case, the resultant of two vectors a bar and b bar perpendicular to vector a bar. That means no doubt that is A vector is somewhat low compared to B. That's why the resultant is shifting towards the B. That's the meaning you have to understand. So let us try to plot a figure corresponding to this particular case. So this is the first vector and this is the second vector. And this is the resultant one. This is called resultant one. Now, at this particular case, the first vector is given by a bar here, and this is b bar, this is r bar. Now this resultant vector is perpendicular to a bar and the resultant vector magnitude is given by b by 2. That's a symbol and standard abbreviation is given. We need to find out the angle between vectors here. Theta is equal to how many degrees? Let's try to explore. First of all, direction given 90 degrees. Therefore, step 1. Now in the step 1, tan 90 degrees is equal to 1 by 0 is equal to b sine theta by a plus b cos theta. You have to take care. So denominator must be equal to 0, then only possible. Therefore, no doubt that is cos theta is equals to minus a by b. So we got the value of what? Cos theta. Step 2. In the step 2, what given? Resultant vector is b by 2 given. Therefore, b by 2 whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab into cos theta is minus a by b. Upon cancellating on both sides b here, b and b, we have b square by 4 is equals to a square plus b square minus 2a square. So upon solving this, we have b square by 4, b square by 4 is equals to b square minus a square. Upon exchanging this, a square is equal to 3 by 4 b square, or the value of a is equal to root 3 by 2b. So try to substitute this value here and we can find that value as 90 plus 30, which is equal to 120 degrees is the right answer. Next one is, two vectors a bar and b bar has precisely equal magnitudes. That means modulus of a bar is equal to modulus of b bar, which is equal to some x. They have precisely equal vectors, a condition given. For magnitude of A bar plus B bar to be larger than the magnitude of A bar minus B bar by a factor of n, then we have to find out angle between them. How to find out angle between them here? Let us see simple and one of the interesting question. Now, according to the problem, A bar plus B bar, this value is greater n times of A bar minus B bar. Upon applying parallelogram vectors, we have root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is equals to n times of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta under root. Now upon SBS squaring on both sides, so root and square gets cancelled. We have the relation that is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is equal to n square of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Now at this, since A and B have precisely equal magnitudes, therefore substitute all x's here, x square, x square, x square, all terms can common and cancel each other. Then we have final step is 2 into 1 plus cos theta is equal to n square of 2 into 1 minus cos theta. We can write down here. Now 1 can cancel 2 and 2 on both sides. Then further we can write down as 1 plus cos theta means 2 cos square theta by 2, and 1 minus cos theta means 2 sin square theta by 2. One can write down like this. Now again, upon cancellating on both sides 2 and 2, we have upon cross multiplication tan square theta by 2 is equals to 1 by n square. Solving this particular case, tan theta by 2 is equal to 1 by n, or theta by 2 is equal to tan inverse of 1 by n. We need the value of theta. Theta is equal to 2 into tan inverse of 1 by n. Final target answer. In the next section, we will try to see some interesting cases, level 2 problems over the vectors. Please subscribe my channel for further updates. Thank you and Jai Hind.